Hi guys, Daryl Shergan, Quest for Vape, talking today about this guy. It's not new. The IPV4S, the IPV400 watt came out a couple of months back around April, May, after much anticipation and much delay. We first heard about it in February, then it came out by the end of April, and then people discovered very quickly that it had problems. So IPV has fixed that problem, and I'll talk about that in a second, and they now have the IPV4S. This is a 120 watt regulated box mod that uses two 18650 batteries. It also has temperature control. So you've got a nice box mod and you've got temperature control if you want to dabble with that. This is the box it comes in. Oh, let me show you the goodies that are in here, which are interesting. Okay, the first thing comes in this box, form fitted, so it's nice and snug for shipment. It does come with an internal, not an internal charging cable. It comes with a cable to upgrade the firmware if there's any updates, but it no longer can be internally charged to charge your batteries. There's the certificate of inspection. It passed. They run it on some diagnostics, make sure that the unit is operating correctly before it leaves the factory. And this one passed. So it left the factory. There's a warranty card. There's a 3-month warranty on this for the original purchaser from the date of purchase with your receipt, and keep your box, and you have a warranty card, which is nice. Pioneer4you is backing up their product. They're backing up their product. Okay. Instruction manual. It's good. It walks you through the specs on the product. It walks you through the menu options, how to navigate through the menu. Where's that other thing I'm looking for? There's something else really cool that came in here. If I can find it, it's really cool. There it is. This is a diagram showing you what batteries not to use. If your battery wraps are ripped, torn, missing on the top, missing on the bottom, missing completely and entirely, if they look anything other than normal healthy batteries wrapped correctly, this is saying don't use them. So it gives you an illustration of no insulation skin, no insulation skin on the positive pole, the negative pole, damaged insulation skin. Isn't that cool? All right, that's important. Just in case you didn't know, the battery skin, the wrap, is very important. If it is nicked, cut, torn in any way, it's going to allow electricity from that battery to touch parts, and it could vent the battery. So that's important for you to know. And they say, here's caution, do not use broken insulating skin batteries in all IPV products, otherwise we will not be responsible for any damages caused by using substandard batteries. Okay, also they say IPv4 charging, since many users do not use the qualified charger, which makes the charging board broken, now our company decides to cancel the charging board of IPV. Great. Not shedding a tear. Goodbye. We don't need to internally charge our 18650s. It's part of owning the product that you have a good, reliable, reputable charger. Take your 18650 batteries out. So here's the IPV4S. What I like and let me just preface this by saying I started out in December with my first regulated box mod was the IPV3. This is a 150 watt box mod. I have never updated it. This doesn't work. This was kind of a remnant of the old design from the IPV 100 watt. That had issues because this was photosensitive. Juice would get on there, it would auto fire and cause problems. They disconnected, deactivated that. Kind of like the internal charging port of the original IPv4 is no longer an active feature on it. So, but by the time the IPv3 came around, this was no longer operational, which is fine. I didn't need that. This is so reliable. This has been with me for 8-9 months. I love this box mod. You can see how beat up. Look at those gouges. I have taken this on the road everywhere with me. It's taken a beating, keeps on ticking. I love it. Old reliable. and you have to unscrew those two screws here and here to take the battery door off, to change the batteries, and then screw them back on, which is the only drawback, and it's not really a drawback because I love the box so much I'm willing to do that. It doesn't bother me at all. All right, that's why I own screwdrivers. When they came out with the IPV3 Li, there was a nice innovation on the battery door, which, let me take this off for you. On camera is a little harder for me to do, but it's very easy, no longer screwed in. It's this slide with slots, and it's got this spring-loaded BB in here and this rubber pressure thing here. So you take the door off, you change your batteries, and you slide the door right back into those slots, and tuck that ribbon out of the way, and then it just slides home. That little rubber pad right there puts pressure outward, and then that BB holds it in place. It's not janky, it doesn't rattle around. It was a great innovation. Another innovation on the IPV3 Li brings back the sensor. Only now it's not a photosensitive thing, I believe it's a heat thing. And bear with me, and temperature control. Exit on. Okay, so I'm rocking this at 40 joules with an Ni200 nickel coil on the Subverter Mini, and when the screen is on, okay, so I just hit it, the screen's still on, watch this, it fires, it's not photosensitive, it's heat sensitive. And you can turn that off also if you want. But that was pretty cool. So two innovations here, aside from temperature control, aside from going up to 165 watts versus the 150. And this is even upgradable to 165 watts. This will fire down to a 0.1 ohm in regular wattage mode. This will fire down to 0.08, I believe, in nickel mode. I'm not sure. Actually, I think 0.1. But this is in a review video on this. Innovations, quality, the company continues to grow and get better and better. So, I love this because it's round over here, fits in my hand. It's got this nice rubber grip, which is like tough and rugged. It's like pistol grip material. So I grab this, and it's comfy in my hand. I think it has the best design of how to change the batteries. You just grab it on the top and the bottom, and you pull this off. See those BBs? You just pull it off, and there are your batteries right there. Look how easy this is. Just clips on. It's not going anywhere. This isn't wobbly. It's not janky. It's got nice pressure underneath those ball bearings. Chevy Chase would say it's all ball bearings these days. Okay. Those four spring-loaded BBs, ball bearings, hold this into place. Very nice. If you own an IPV4, the 100-watt original one, you can upgrade it with firmware to this, to 120 watts in wattage mode, and I believe it goes to 100 joules in titanium mode. I'm not vaping any titanium. I'm not even crazy about nickel, but I do it because it's out there, I review it, and it's all right. But quite frankly, I prefer Kanthal and stainless steel. So this thing is my all-day walk-around mod now because it's just a little bit more comfortable in my hand. I really like this grip, and it seats the crown tank nice and flush, perfectly sized for that. The one drawback, do you see that hole right there? There's no useful purpose for that hole to be there. It's nothing that plugs in over there. It's just a hole, and juice gets in there. And do you see this seam where the two parts of the clamshell to the casing on this come together? So you got this seam that runs from that hole up and then along here up to the top, and there's even the seam runs right around the base of the RDA or tank you're using, and juice gets in there because any juice will migrate to the heat, and as the internal components of this get hot, juice will run down there and it gets slurped right in there, and that's annoying. So I'm probably going to get some black silicone, and being that there's nothing inside of here that needs to be exposed, I'm just gonna caulk it, just like grout for bathroom tile. I'm gonna caulk that with black silicone, and I'm also gonna close that right up around there. It serves no purpose. I understand in construction, fine, you have to have a seam somewhere. That's where it's going to be. In this case, I don't like that. I don't like that it's there. Juice just migrates down in there. So the other thing, I don't use this with an RDA. RDAs are typically more drippy, more messy. So I use it with my tank. Fair enough. I'm not going to go through the details and the specs of this stuff. That's what instruction manuals are for. You can look up specs online. I'm telling you how I like it, why I like it, and I'm showing you the features I like and don't like. I like those vent holes, which is fine. Yeah, the IPV3 had them. The IPV3 Li has them. This has them, and that's the USB. Again, not for internal charging of the batteries, just simply for updating any firmware if you wanted to. If they come out with an update for this, then that's where I would plug it in. But that's basically it. I love it. Pioneer4you, another home run. As Modus Distribution, very nice. Thanks for bringing this to us. Quest for Vape, thank you very much for watching my channel.